We're talking about VTubers today. VTubers are kind of in the trending news right now because of some recent events going down in the community. I'm not going to get into that right away because I have some negative things to say. And before I lay a whole bunch of negativity on you, I want to hit you with some positivity first. So before we get into all of the VTuber nonsense that I'm going to be dishing out, I'm going to show you my little Minecraft village that I'm working on here. We got some pandas happening, all right? We got people, they have jobs. We have some merchants, they're just wandering around. Up in here, we got a little family happening in their tiny little prison. And there's my evil castle beyond this sea of lava. And that's what we're working with here. Okay, but enough about Minecraft right now. We gotta talk about VTubers. We gotta talk about the controversy surrounding VTubers. Well, first, what the fuck is a VTuber anyway? Don't you mean YouTuber? No, not a YouTuber. Make the U more sharp at the bottom, make it more like a V, and you got the idea. The V is for like virtual, I think. And it basically means you're a YouTuber or a Twitch personality, and you hide behind this avatar. But I don't necessarily subscribe to that line of thinking where you're hiding from anybody, because I actually really appreciate the whole concept of VTubing. I think it's really cool to have like an animated version of yourself that is motion captured and does the things that you do in life, or you can program to do crazy things. I think that's super fun and such like a cool outlet for creativity and for content creators, because it opens up the potential big time. And it gets so big in like the eastern part of the world. Like, it came from Japan, and it's really heavily inspired by anime. All of the avatars are very anime-ish. And I don't have too much experience with like the whole VTube community, but I do regularly watch one VTuber on YouTube. His name is ItsAgundam, and I know he would kind of cringe being considered a VTuber. I've heard him try to say it one time, and it didn't sound easy. But I think he is by definition a VTuber, and he's like kind of an edgy guy. Not really like the most edgy. I don't consider him to be that edgy, but as far as like YouTube standards is concerned, ItsAgundam is kind of like an edgy boy. It's not nighttime yet. Ugh, goddamn! I can't sleep. I want to sleep because it's gonna be nighttime soon. This is my upstairs. I don't have anything going on up here. Just a bunch of torches and a bed. These fucking guys always get into my house. I hate that. Okay, where was I? ItsAgundam. ItsAgundam is pretty dope. And I also am familiar with I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Code Miko. I think Code Miko is right. AKA the Technician. One time, Critical, Charlie, was on her stream, and I was really impressed, man. I thought it was so fun, the things that this creator could do with an avatar. Very creative, very engaging, super watchable, fun stuff. So I didn't have like a sour taste in my mouth about VTubers at all. I'm like, this is so sick. I love this. I would love to try this one day. If I had the technical know-how, that is. But I don't have too much in the ways of technical know-how. But the first bit of controversy that surrounded the whole VTubers thing that came across to this side of the world anyway was a couple months back, maybe a year ago or whatever. Pokimane, one of Twitch's biggest fucking streamers, decided, hey, you know what would be cute and fun? A little VTube avatar. So she did it, and no big deal. Whatever. She's a huge content creator. She can create content. She can be out here creating whatever fucking content she wants. I don't give a shit. But it turns out that the VTubers didn't really appreciate it very much. They came after Pokimane being like, yo, Pokimane, that's not really sick what you're doing. You're not really contributing to the culture and contributing to this art form. You're kind of just like capitalizing off of the emerging trend, and we don't appreciate it. And I think that's kind of a toxic take, to tell you the truth. But it was enough to make Pokimane be like, okay, true, I'm not going to pull out the VTube avatar very often, and I'll just stick to my other kinds of streams. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But that was like months ago, years ago. Why am I talking about VTubers today? And I might be a little bit late to this story as far as internet content creation goes, but PewDiePie just tried this thing. Because PewDiePie took a fucking break in January, and when he came back, he was like, okay, what's popular on YouTube? It really seemed like in the years prior, PewDiePie was no longer playing the YouTube game. He was kind of coasting off his fame. He was just making whatever kind of content, whatever. But then he came back after January, and he's like, what's really popular right now? Not having a face. Corpse Husband, Dream, they don't have faces. I'm going to take away my face. So he did that, and, that's a pretty cool move, pretty sick move. But to be honest, when PewDiePie first did it, I was like, yo, PewDiePie, that's not the way being an anonymous YouTuber works, You need to be, unknown for it to really carry any mystique. But because it's a popular trend, and because it would be more in line of what Dream is doing right now with his Minecraft videos, he took away his face. It's whatever, I'm not here to criticize him for it, and I've actually been watching his Minecraft videos since he was doing that. So it really seems like PewDiePie is coming back kind of competitive right now. He's like, oh, Dream, you think you're the biggest bad boy on YouTube, do you? You think you're the biggest Minecraft creator right now? You're the most relevant one? I'm PewDiePie! I'm going to come out here and I'm going to be PewDiePieing all over the place. And I think he's actually trying to mark his territory and trying to stake his claim at the YouTube top of the pyramid, as far as all sorts of content creation goes. But becoming a faceless Minecraft creator wasn't the only thing jumbling around in old Felix's head during his time off. He also saw that VTubers were an emerging trend, that VTubers were absolutely massive in Japan, and not even really massive to the point where it's everyone is doing it, but a lot of people watch it. There are a few creators. I think I don't want to give you any false information, but it was 30,000, VTubers on all of YouTube or whatever. And, it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. But PewDiePie was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And he tried VTubing. And let me tell you guys, his VTube avatar, it was the ugliest, most unresponsive, most unlike PewDiePie thing that I've ever seen in my life. Now, if he's doing this ironically, the way he used to do Minecraft videos, and he's kind of just kind of taking the piss out of VTubing, then it can be kind of satirical and kind of funny, and everything is ripe for, critique and joke making, so I don't care what you're making fun of. But it actually seemed like he was trying to make a God's honest effort at being a VTuber. And I don't know if any of that actually came to fruition, because he ended up getting all sorts of the same kind of backlash, the same kind of heat that Pokimane got. The VTubers were just not having it, man. They're like, no, PewDiePie, you can't be a VTuber. Not you, anyone but you. You can't do it. You're going to bring disrespect and dishonor to the art form. What the fuck, guys? This is crazy. It's PewDiePie. PewDiePie's audience is everywhere. Now I can see you being like, no, once the mainstream finds out about VTubing, they're just going to think PewDiePie is VTubing, and he's not VTubing, we're VTubing. So it seems a bit whiny, it seems a bit pretentious, and at the end of the day, it seems so selfish, hey guys, only us, only we, only the true VTubers can do this kind of content because we get it. PewDiePie doesn't get it, he'll never get it, and Pokimane, she'll never get it. And whatever, guys, why do you gotta be so mean? Why can't you let people just have fun on the internet in whatever goddamn way they want? Okay, so that's my Minecraft village right now. That's my Minecraft house right now. And those were my feelings on VTubers. If you enjoyed this video, just slap a little like on it. If you didn't enjoy the video, please, by all means, slap a dislike on it. But whatever you do, subscribe, hit that bell, come back again, and I'll see you next time.